Hello, good people. Hello, good people.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm not used to being called a good person. Although I do good things, but it's not in my future.
Brethren,
Ah,
we have an individual who's doubting.
brethren, what's that?
You've never been called brethren.
Never in my life. I must be out of this world.
Which church do you go to?
I go to a church, but I doubt that I go. I'm there, but I doubt that I'm there.
Because you're not responding to good people and you're not brethren.
Hey, we're just people. Where we go, we're just people.
All right.
We're just people.
I think it's the same way as people say, you know what, come as you are.
Yeah, yes, you are.
As you are. So guys, welcome to another episode.
Another episode. You did another episode.
It's not another episode.
We're just starting.
We're just starting.
They don't know about us.
They don't know about us.
They don't know.
All right. So we stick to the truth, yeah?
The truth.
Nothing but
the truth.
Truth podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So good people, welcome. And bro.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable like that.
Being called bro.
Being called bro.
You can call me brethren, it's fine. Me, I'm happy to be associated
I'm not.
with the term brethren.
I'm not.
It feels so heavenly.
For me, it feels like it's their weight. 50 kgs.
50 kg.
50 kgs. 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus. They are 200 kgs maximum.
You know,
No, minimum.
You know, talking about the weights, you know how I've been complaining this afternoon, saying, hey, guys, you know, muscle pain and whatnot. And we're skinny guys quite worse, eh?
I can't say I'm skinny. I'm skinny at the top, but at the bottom, no. My legs are enough. They do enough.
You know, people are different. But anyway, I think we have a new platform.
Exactly, yeah.
A new platform for, you know, people of different walks of life. Your churchgoers, your Christians,
And
your
bros.
brethren,
And your bros.
your bros, your sisters, and your good people.
Yeah, good people.
Good people.
Yeah, good people. You know? And just your average bros, eh?
You know, I think name-wise, you know, we could have gone for brothers and sisters podcast. We could have gone for good people.
Good people, eh?
It
would have been a controversy.
We could have gone for brethren.
Another controversy.
But then I think, you know, the truth is something which we want to stand by.
Very much.
So this is where we are, and you know, we are devout members of Living Word Tabernacle.
We, you and who?
You and me.
Oh, I didn't know.
Devout members of Living Word Tabernacle, which is an assembly within the Apostolic Faith Mission in Zimbabwe Church.
I thought you were about to say.
We're not going there. It's a truth podcast, not that other podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's the Living Word Tabernacle. You know, it's Living Word Tabernacle members, you know, and we enjoy where we go in fellowship, you know, with other, you know, young people, business people, professionals, you know, students, you know, it's quite inspiring how we have a dynamic, you know, group of people in our assembly. And I think it's been a prolonged initiative to do that. Partly, we are all to blame. Being truthful, yeah?
Very much.
Being truthful. We are both to blame, us and others. Us and the production team, in delaying delivering this.
Very much true.
Yes.
But hey, we and others.
We
All
and
right, yeah, nothing but the truth. You know?
And I think we would, is it safe to say everything works well in good time? Can we use that as a statement to support
but not for this.
For this, and
We dragged it too low. They needed this.
We needed this. We also needed this.
Not much is, they needed it more.
The good people.
They needed it more. And my bros out there, and my bros.
And the bros out there.
Yeah, and the bros out there.
So, since you guys are coming in and tuning in for the first time, so it's not another episode, it's the first time. We're going to introduce ourselves. My co-host here was saying today that, I would want to give my underscores, for me to interact with people.
Exactly.
I think you're allowed to underscore, hashtag, it's the people.
It's the people.
Yes.
Saga, you can find me.
Wait.
Wait.
Who are you?
Me?
Why you saying
No. I want to tell them where they can find me so they can know, they can learn about my name.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
all right.
tell us, yeah.
So they call me AE. Everywhere. They call me AE. Everywhere.
Okay.
Whether you know the A part of the AE or you know the E part of the AE.
Okay.
It's wherever. I prefer AE because it combines both.
Okay.
So you can find me on Instagram, BLACKSIGHT _
Okay.
_
BLACKSIGHT _
_
on IG.
IG.
Can we get your Facebook as well? It's a no-go area.
It's a no-go area. You will find me later on.
Later on. Your X account?
I don't believe in X.
You don't believe in X?
I don't.
Your TikTok account?
It's private.
It's private.
It's private.
Mine is private as well. Funny enough, mine is private as well.
But it has no content.
Mine is private as well. So for my socials, they are all _ meetmo. MEETMO. So for those who do know me, they would go by Mo. And for some, they would go by Tapiwa. You guys can choose what you want to go for. But I think
I left one more.
Okay.
But this is a YouTube account, but it basically is just the...
I want us to
It
get
has
into
content.
the YouTube parts.
All right.
But then I wanted people to have where we are in terms of just the personal handles.
Or the personal.
Then I know we both have stories regarding YouTube before we get into this podcast.
No problem.
It's a first time.
First time.
With the brethren.
It's brethren, brethren and bro.
Brethren and bros.
Yeah, brethren and bro.
I think brethren includes everyone, the females and the males.
Them. Most of them.
Okay.
Because I know I've got some bros there.
Okay. No. So that's, I think those are our socials and stuff, AE and Mo. Those are our names. Feel free to tell us your truthful feedback regarding us. We are happy to listen, to hear, to engage. So AE is a sound engineer. Something very important to mention. He's a sound engineer.
They can also find my work as well on the YouTube. That's my YouTube. You can... Should they know about my YouTube?
No, wait. We're going to get your YouTube.
Yeah. They should find out in the long run, not on the gizgi, because that's where that's where the meat is. That's where the meat is.
Okay. Then I'm an investment specialist. We all got dynamic, I think, professions. Funny enough, we're both in the media team.
Imagine.
I don't know if it's in A or in B, but it's quite something within our lives.
For me, I'm in A. I don't know about the rest.
In the media team, there's weight to it.
For me, there's no weight.
Really?
There's no weight.
I think for me there is, man, because serving, in church. So I know you've shared your story, but then I want the viewers to listen to as well, how you first got into media, being part of this. How did you get involved, in media?
A funny story. So, how you're seated at home? You just seated. Then your dad, for some reason, gets a call because your phone simply doesn't go through. Everyone knows that if you try my phone at certain areas of the time, I don't pick up. It's either I'm not there or my phone is literally not with me where I am. So my dad, he was told by the head of the media team at our church, he was told, we need your son to join Chichi Media. Me, I had no interest. Back then, I was a person who did computers, did also my cyber security studies and things like that. So I was getting into that, just knowing things. Because I had been hacked once, so I had to learn to protect myself.
We will get into that.
Exactly.
The media part. Something happened.
So that call went in. They talked. My dad comes. We are going there. The church is heading into a revival. Then I'm told. Then I come. Then I'm like, what do I need to wear? Then they were like, all black. Then I come in my all black. Then I'm shot straight out of a cannon. Right onto the camera. And I know nothing about the camera. Clueless. It's just like a baby coming out of the womb and just starts to stand up and starts walking.
Come as you are.
Then it's just happened like that. Came in, did the camera work. I was so surprised, how I handled it. It was like it was in my DNA. But for me, as a person, I had no clue of what I was doing.
It's a quite interesting, scenario because you started off with cameras. I think for me as well, it was a camera. It wasn't a church, it was in college. When you're one of those, kids who's like, let me have a
Let me start something.
Let
Let me be somebody in school.
Let me be someone on campus.
You have to be one of the big dogs to survive in school,
So, I bought a camera. I've been saving and stuff. Bought a camera, a Canon 500D. I remember.
Damn.
Bought the whole thing. Camera, stand, lens.
We couldn't afford that.
I was also practicing what I was studying, and then also, numbers and then saving and stuff. In my defense, because I also wasn't a phone. I was a student. So I then buy the camera, and then I'm excited. I don't know what's happening with it. I'm on YouTube, and I'm just one of those kids, on campus with the camera, every other day. With your bag, and then with the camera, and then you're getting into event stuff, and just learning things as we go. So that was my introduction as well, into media or arts-related stuff in terms of production. And yeah, that's been where we are now. So finding out that all in your case as well, it's a camera, but now you are an expert in sound as well. I do not know much about sound. I will not even know. So this is our guru. Sound. Then there's something important with our podcast, a segment which you call the faith statement. Where, if you come here as a co-host or as a guest, you share a statement of faith which you live by as a person. And there's something which, you declare, which you live by, which you stand by. And I'll let AE go first and, share his personal faith statement.
The people. So mine, what I live by is a house divided shall not stand. And that did come in handy when I started working as an actual sound engineer for a company, not just this side hustle.
Emphasis for a company.
For an established company.
A media house.
A media powerhouse. Powerhouse.
Engineer.
Yeah. So during these productions, as a sound engineer, when you start, you begin to you work, you'll be working alone saying, I do not want anyone to touch this, anyone to touch that, anyone to touch this. But as you go on, you start to understand that as a team you work better. So, you know the Bible U version? The ones you find on phones?
The U version, yeah.
So,
I think the ones which you download to put on your phone.
not the
Not say
physical.
the ones which you find on phone.
All right.
I think all the good people have U version on their phone.
Not even the bros.
They are not inbuilt.
Yeah, not the bros as well. So, you, with the U version Bible, it has like these streaks, like for days. So before I actually got into like doing heavier stuff now, back then I had plenty of time on my hands. So I actually held a 500-day streak, a day in and day out.
This is the Truth Podcast, eh?
I'm telling you the truth.
Podcast.
This is the honest
This is
truth.
the Truth Podcast.
This is the honest truth.
A 500-day streak is more than a year.
That's why I said I had plenty of time back then, than I have now. Now I can, if I show you right now, you will be shocked. It will start again to 1. If the most I have done like this year is maybe about 12 days.
At my peak, I think something around 40, 50 days. I've never really reached triple digits. I'll be honest.
It's not quite hard if like maybe if you put a time on it. It's not quite hard. Like there are points where you can put like segments when you can just put it like, I want to pray at this time. Like usually at the end of the day, somewhere there.
Okay.
You put your time and it will never miss a beat. Whether you want to or you don't want to, it will appear. Whether you're doing whatsoever.
Like you like program it and stuff. So when I actually managed to get that much streaks, I actually had such a routine where it would pop up and then I'd have to open the new version. So the 500.
I had plenty of time on my hands back then. Like I wasn't as like tied up as I am now. Because you could wake up at literally 4 a.m. and come back maybe at like 8 or 9 p.m. Okay. The routine when you come out, bath, eat, go out. When now, then you could go like from 9. When you come back home at 9, eat, bath, sleep, gone. Engineer life. But maybe like if you are doing like maybe your own stuff, it could be easier because you can tell yourself what to do, what you're doing. You could find time you'll be like, maybe you're going for a gig. You could set up your stuff maybe a day before, then you've got plenty of time on your hands. You know, you have time to read the Bible whatsoever. You've got time for yourself, meditating on the Bible.
Okay. You were still mentioning about a house.
Oh, cannot stand. So, like I was saying, when I got that statement, like 4 days into my work, I began like starting to understand the teamwork behind being a sound engineer. You've got people, like when you're a sound engineer, you need to understand that you can't do everything by yourself. There are things that strain you as a person. There are things that hurt you as a person, but people don't tend to actually try to think about their physical or mental well-being. If you're working with a team, you've got a person who's going to be maybe doing the cables, someone, maybe a PA is doing what's it called, the speakers. You're coordinating, no, this speaker needs to be like this speaker needs to be like that. If you're a team, if you're used to maybe you work 3 years with that team and you're one, if maybe one person goes from that team, we all know that somehow, somewhere, that person was crucial in a certain place. That's where the statement comes in.
A house that's divided cannot stand.
Exactly. Okay. So once that block is removed, the foundation is no longer there.
I think even in the Word of God, there's mentioning of that you're only as strong as you are together, and there's a strong element even in the New Testament, which addresses the element of being together, where it says they were gathered in the upper house in one accord. I think we'd have quoted the accord. No, anyway.
Anyways.
But I'm just saying, when you're in one accord, when you're together, you achieve and you do so much. And even God honors togetherness. And, it says, even then the Holy Spirit then, descended, upon the brethren who were in the upper house. It mentions the brethren, the believers, Yeah, you can't argue. The believers who were in the upper house, And the Holy Spirit, descended on them. And
if you could wait, let me stop you there.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time,
Yes.
I'll tell God, say the brethren and the bros.
The brethren and the bros, I mean, and the bros definitely. But I do like the aspect of, togetherness and, coming together. And it's quite a strong value that's given. In families which are together, they achieve more. There's just an element of, putting in weight together, coming in together. I know as much as we're a team as well, the media team. Like you've got our production guys, our guys who no longer have, the Afro, which we enjoy so much.
We enjoyed seeing.
And, the different, dynamics which we have, we all enjoy that, when we all come together. Different strengths, different talents, and we come together and then we achieve something together. So it's quite a very strong value. And I think it would definitely shape and help in terms of, how you live life as a person. So that's our faith statement segment.
But you never said yours.
Oh, I never said mine.
Exactly.
All right. Yes, Mr. AE.
Brethren.
My faith statement is... my mic is now moving, guys. I'll say my faith statement, guys. My mic is now moving. Production guy.
Engineer.
No, it's fine. I think we can proceed. So my faith statement, something which I really live by, is that God is the greatest.
Always.
There is something quite peculiar about having an undivided trust that no matter what it is, God is going to be greater in all circumstances.
Exactly.
He's the beginning and the end. He's the one who's, created us and he knows about us completely. And no matter what it might be, there's just something about, going through a day. Then you go like, what? Woke up at 5, whatever time it is. Now it's about, midnight. Definitely God is the greatest. And I've seen it in my life, in my journey, as a person, whether work, whether family, whether, a church, whether my faith, that there's something about, having that as your own fallback. It can be sad news, you then fall back to, whatever it's going to be, God is the greatest. And I think if it were people who hear me say stuff or what, I can just randomly, message and say, God is the greatest. I wish I could put it as a status on multiple days, or just as a state, just as, like in every chat with everyone. Now you can pin, a chat. To just pin, God is the greatest in the chat.
But we observe that pin.
And, to just remind you that, whatever you're talking to me about, God is...
You just reminded me.
Yeah.
Like, there's a friend of mine. He took a screenshot of what he sent to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So he said, "Hi, I love you always." Then he pinned the chat. Then he said, "You're gonna read that every time."
Every time you start talking.
Exactly.
Hey.
I'm like, whoa. Now we're overdoing things,
It's quite interesting that you're mentioning that. Because I think I support what you did. Personally, I support it.
Well, for us single people, we don't, you know.
You just had to slide in your current phase of being single.
Single, you know.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
difficult life of being single. But anyways, we are living, aren't we? We're still breathing.
There's a lot about, I think we're going to unpack many things with this podcast, relationships, singleness. I know we have one of the episodes where it's going to be talking about, women and being single, not chasing, being in anything, how they survive it. We know how things are, African culture.
I think I might have a perfect guest for that.
I know we need a very good guest for that because it's something very, very practical, which we need to be getting into.
Fair. Because I think with the relationships, it needs a segment of its own. Because honestly, I would say we might be looking this as a joke, but it's actually something that is actually needs to be addressed.
It's very important.
It's very important. Because we could speak about everything else, but there's one day of the year that leaves guys like emotionally damaged. There's just that one particular day. We all know that one day. It has 2 digits.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah. Well,
we know, and it's always red. I'll leave it there.
So yeah, I think we're gonna have those conversations. Very important. We're going to be discussing about finances, money. We're going to be talking about many things because I think as people who are in the faith which we are in, we need to have these conversations in a way in which we can be truthful and expressive. Because there are cases where people go through the corners. They don't say things, They don't say things even, regarding, success. What's happening, I can be, with you here and say, you know what? How are you not affording, to buy a Bentley? Then you'll be like, things are tough. But the next thing, you're telling us, guys, let's go on a road trip to Vumba. And you're like, I need fuel. And you're like, find your own fuel. So I think we need those chats and those conversations to edify us as a people, to grow as people, and also to shape ourselves as people, and also to be inspired and to inspire other people. So
even talking about these conversations, like I remember I had a conversation with one of my sister's friends.
Okay.
Younger sister.
Okay.
I will not go deep into it.
Oh yeah.
But it was actually an interesting conversation. Like I asked,
does she know you're talking about this on the podcast?
She doesn't.
Are you gossiping?
It's not a gossip.
Did you find permission?
I'm not. That's why I said I'm not going to going to go deep into it.
Okay.
But you start understanding what girls go through. See, with a person, with a totally a stranger you don't know about.
Oh, true.
But you met there, you've got actually things that you've got in common about things that you know.
Yes.
You start understanding and you just be like, what? So, okay, so we are doing these things wrong as guys. But as girls, yes, there are things that they're actually going through that we actually don't actually pay attention to.
Or even understand.
So you start to listen. Then I'm like, I actually am glad that my sister actually invited me to one of these events that she went to with a friend.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, okay, you start to understand.
Can I also be invited?
Well, the days are now limited.
I'm also a friend of your friend.
Eh?
I'm also a friend of your friend.
Yes, I'll invite you to a friend of your friend. As we all know. We always get invited somewhere,
No, that's fine. And in that light as well with this podcast, we'll be having a segment where we say, share your positive influence to the people, whether you're coming in as a guest or as a co-host. to share something which you're currently doing to positively influence or inspire someone. Something that would be current, given your current phase in life. To share it so that at least, there could be someone there who is in a similar phase, in a similar season, who just needs some uplifting or some inspiration. So we'd be calling that positive influence. So might as well, you have us as the co-hosts, the bro and the brethren, to share our positive influence presently. So I'll let you go first. In the season that you are in.
So currently, I'm a person who's now optimistic about things.
Mm-hmm.
I like to not drag things down, but to drag things forward. I've started understanding that even no matter how you are struggling, no matter how much things are not going your way, we as people, as a person, you tend to wanting to rush things.
True.
We never wait for God's time. We are never, as humans, we are not patient. He knew that before he even brought us down here. That most of us are not patient. That's why he died for us. Yes.
Yeah?
We are not patient. We're
True.
definitely not patient.
True. We were discussing that today with the youngsters, which were in our midst. and then,
some of us then, as the big brothers, we tend to over that.
I was asked, Uncle, when you going to turn on the piano?
And you be like, bruh, I ain't got no time for that. You be like, does this kid know actually what I'm going through in my head? But you tend to look if you look deeper into the youngsters, they remind you about yourself.
They do.
But
they do.
With today's youngsters, I would 100% say they are way better than us.
No, these young sisters, brothers of ours, they grew up, with microwave, smartphones, internet. We grew up at a time when we used the computer, which had the goods.
And the TV as well.
And the TV with the goods.
I've got one thing that I know you're going to miss. Prama stove.
No, I think I would miss that lamp, the one we should put also paraffin, that one. When you go to the rural areas, Kumusha, you'll be like, hey, I need the light, But one thing which I don't miss is the days when YouTube started.
And no one
and you couldn't skip videos.
Exactly.
And the internet was big. People complain about slow internet today.
They don't know what we were facing
Back then, the advert would start buffering. And you couldn't skip it.
This is just the advert. Don't be mistaken. This is just the advert, not the video. The advert.
It would buffer, my guy. Then after it buffers and it finishes, then you're getting into your video.
But you're already out of it.
And the speed is 380 somewhere, 380. It's slow.
KB, dude, not MB. KB.
You guys talk about, 4K, HD,
8K,
1080. I should be crying over 380, bro.
380?
Dude. 420.
240.
240. I don't miss that.
But I would say I actually miss most of the stuff. It actually taught us to actually have patience, to be honest.
Now whenever YouTube video is slow,
you now have patience.
That's fine.
You be like, in the 240, I'm going to shingiri that umbununya, so what was going to happen? But back then, you be like,
torrents. If you experience torrents.
And we had no 8 blockers back then.
But then, speaking of that, I like how you said you're optimistic. I'm trying to imagine someone who grew up in times when they had to go to the synagogue to listen to the word of God. Someone had to be there to read it, not just everyone. Someone had to be there to read it. You know, you had to wait for a certain day, you know, to go in, like, you know, and worship or give a gift to God.
Not these things that you are used to, these live streams. Live stream, back
Live
then.
streams, you know.
With the internet. It was a no-go area. It was a no-go area.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of there's some huge lesson about being optimistic as a person. Where I share the same thing. I'm a really optimistic person. And I think people around me say the same thing as well. Like, you know, I'm always, you know, looking at things being good or great. And it's something which helps make days lighter. Anyone who is in this nation of ours knows how things can be quite, you know, hard and everything. But then if you're optimistic, you know, it can, you know, ease things and make things better.
But imagine if you've got nothing, you've got no money, you've got no nothing, but you're still being optimistic.
You know, no, it's something which I'm hoping someone who's listening today gets to pick something from, to go like, you know what, I would want is what to be an optimistic person, to look at life differently, to have perspective that's different.
And if you've got any change, anything you want to share, maybe you want to be a
Your
guest,
as well,
maybe you want to be a guest on the podcast, hit us up down in the comments.
Yeah, you know, share with us, you know,
your stories.
Your stories, what you think. I also think we need to be having, like, you know, I don't know, a reflection of the day or question of the day. I do not know. Where people can, you know, genuinely ask what they need help with. Because I think sometimes when we are alone or with our friends or with church, we tend to really, you know, fail to ask what we need to ask. So I think we're going to also create this as a platform where you can share what you'd want, you know, to be helped with, from a, you know, Christian standpoint as well. So, you know, let's have you guys, you know, participate and engage with us at this board.
Yeah, it would actually be something that would actually elevate someone. There's no way no one will stay the same. Not everyone would stay the same. Yeah. It just takes one person.
True.
One person.
True. One is enough.
One is enough.
You inspire one person.
You inspire us all.
Even if we have 20 views from the brethren, we'll be happy, guys.
And the bros as well.
And the bros as well. You know.
Even one view, it can elevate.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So we've got, you know, we are rounding off.
Yes.
And you guys, you know, please do share with us what you think of this, you know, new platform, new space which we've created. We're also going to mention the guys who are behind the scenes who do this production with us. You're going to get to know, you know, the whole team, who we are, and I think we also want you as brethren and bros to own and be a part of this, you know, Truth Podcast.
Nothing but the truth.
And if one of us lies, expose us in the comment section.
Now that you mention about that girl.
We are rounding off. Do you want to go on this tangent? Because we are...
Yeah, I'll leave it there.
You leave it there? No, great.
I'm not thinking, yeah, a lot of people can expose me. Behind that...
Yeah, you need to be exposed. I think we should call it the Exposed Truth Podcast.
Maybe we could have another one. Maybe.
So as we're closing up, AE is a YouTube platform which he has, which has done podcasts. You guys are going to know about it as we go. I also have a YouTube
baby steps.
platform,
baby steps,
which I've had in the past, which also has a podcast, which I've had in the past. So this is more like two different people from different podcasts, you know, having something seemingly fresh, and which you want to see, you know, that it has life, you know, on this one. So let's you know, you guys support us. So this is us, saying our goodbyes and saying thank you, guys.
Thank you, bros.
Thank you, brethren.